Don't blink, it's your boy Ink. Welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well because having a fantastic flippin' freaking day. Today we're gonna be talking about a very important quintessential subject for Ink Vendetta. So when you talk about Ink Vendetta, you talk about two words, Ink and Vendetta. Now, why did I call myself Ink? Well, because I had a lot of tattoos. Exactly, these are the tattoos. Now, I know this video is gonna be a disappointment. It's gonna be a huge disappointment. It's not gonna be a tattoo tour. I don't find myself extremely attractive right now because I'm extremely overweight, which is due to multiple factors, but mostly in here. So I don't feel super attractive, but I'll at least tell you why I got a lot of tattoos. So, by the way, they all have meanings. But why did I start getting tattoos? Well, it's kind of funny. I want to take you guys back. Okay. My first tattoo was completely different. My two tattoos are here. They're kindness and pain. No, pain and happiness. It's been a while. I don't see my back. If you didn't notice, happiness and pain. They were done. I was 20. I was just out of Cancun. I came back and I got the tattoo of happiness, and then the next day something shitty happened. I don't even remember what it was. So I got a tattoo of pain. Understanding that the two of them were Link Ink. Now, why did I have all of these tattoos? Why is it purpose? Well, first of all, I got agoraphobia, as you guys know. So at the age of 22, I had a huge depression. Huge depression. And at the age of 20 and 21, I was working in a workshop where hours were not the limit. I was making $18 an hour, and I was working 50 to 60 hours a week. If you don't know, that's 40 hours at 18 and 20 hours at 24. Can you do some for me? And if you don't, you're not good at math. Let me tell you something. It's a lot of cash. Now, a lot of cash would have made Inky a very happy man, but Inky was sad. See, at 22, Inky's best friend committed unalive himself. The girlfriend that he thought was the one, right? It's insane. It's insane. The girlfriend he thought was the one left him. So he felt a lot of emotional pain. And he wanted to, he used to cry. I used to cry in my, I used to cry in my bathtub, lights closed. I cried for evening, complete evening. And then I saw a documentary or a show, I don't remember. It was talking about how physical pain, right? And it was oh, I cannot believe I'm going to say that. At that age, I was consuming a lot of corn, and I was watching a documentary because I felt like, oh, that's basically all I'm doing my entire day. That's what I'm doing. Might as well know these people. And I was watching a documentary on a person, on an actress that I kind of liked, Cagney Lynn Carter, who sadly passed away a couple months ago. Rest in peace. She wanted to be an actress. You know what's funny? Again, let's call it this a medium interaction. Let's call this a medium. What should I call it? The tower. Let's call this a medium side note. She did a video where she was playing piano, and she was really talented. And it makes you feel bad because she wanted to be an actress. She wanted to be a musician. She was using corn as a side note, as a side hustle to get in the business. Long story short, I'm watching this, and she's talking about how she has this pleasure for S&M, which is sadomasochism, which is the pleasure in being inflicted pain. And then she said one sentence. That pain was something that made her not feel the emotional pain. Now, you know what's crazy? ADHD Inky was half listening. ADHD Inky was probably playing in video games in the background. But the words, a sentence stuck out. That physical pain replaced emotional pain. Now, in my life, I'm not a fighter, I'm a lover. I never fought. I fought once or twice, and I lost. Horribly. Now, you could say, yeah, but you're 5'4". You couldn't win, and screw you. You remember David versus Goliath? Who was the winner? David. There you go. So I went to get a tattoo, right? and it was a tattoo on my chest. So I'm not gonna show you guys all my tattoos, but these are okay. See, tattoos. It was this one, right? A homage for my favorite game. See, the moon and the so in the game. Long story short, in the game, the mask has been created to win wars, and then the mask was sealed away, and the mask was sentient, and the mask said, "Well, it doesn't matter who has me, right? You're gonna put me away. You're gonna seal me off." So the entire game, the mask is trying to push down the moon, and by pushing down the moon, what it does, right? It destroyed the planet. So this entire time, he's trying to self-destruct, and at the end, you understand that he's being sucked in the moon, and if the moon survived, he survived, and there he is in a plane, running with his friends, with a tree in the middle. Now the tree, I don't know what it means, but what it does mean is all he wanted to do was play with others. Now, where does that get us? As a tattoo, right? And the pain helped me feel better. Now the next day, I get a tattoo over here, and that tattoo hurt like a biatch. And I was like, you know what? I'm good. I'm good for a while, and for like 2-3 weeks, because this one, I sort of got this one when I got the I don't know what you call it, the flank tattoo. I couldn't move for days. I'm like, you know what? I'm in so much pain. I don't feel emotional pain. Now, Inky was a person that was that has a lot of habits. I create dependence really fast. So food, games, right? But weirdly, tattoo wasn't one of them. What was one of them was that since I didn't feel emotional pain, right? I was able to go outside, and by going outside, people were looking at me funny. Now, the reason why they look at me funny was because I was very paranoid, right? Were they looking at me? Were they passing judgment on me? No. Was I acting weird by fear that I was being judged? Absolutely. I was so shy, I wouldn't be able to talk, I would be stuttering. People didn't look at me like I was weird. I was acting weird, and that's why people treated me like I was weird. Right? It's a cycle, if you think about it. So, I started thinking that people were able to see that I was in pain. But then I remember tattoos, and I was like, I don't want them to look outside. They're gonna be looking. I don't want them to look inside. So I'm gonna let them look outside. I got tattoos, more tattoos, my leg tattoos. I only got one tattoo on my leg, but it's 2 wings. You saw it. And that paint, that ink, people. It's funny because back then I was working at the coffee shop that you guys know, and they were doing a lot of parties, right? And I was invited because I was working there. Maybe they like me. I don't fucking know. I don't really care either. They're good people though. I don't necessarily care about why they invited me, but I do care about those people. Makes more sense. So I was going to a lot, and people kept saying, "Hey, how are you doing? Hey, are you having a nice day? Hey," and I didn't want to tell them. I didn't want to lie to them, because again, I think that even the best liar, even if you're the best liar, even if you're lying every single day, it still feel weird. It still feel like something you shouldn't do. It still feel like something you don't want to do. That's just me. Maybe I'm weird. So I started getting tattoos, and the question of how are you doing? It's like, hey, this hurt. That's why the tattoos. When I understood they would focus more with the tattoos, I started going crazy, right? You see all of these, and you're saying, Inky, you must be getting tattooed over the years. No. This is the summer. This is summer. It's a summer of work. Every single day. I used to go, they were open from Tuesday to Sunday. And I would go from Tuesday to Friday, because the weekend I didn't want to see people. And the weekend would be the only one there. I went there for 2 months. From Tuesday to Friday. Yeah. I spent $10,000 more dollars. But when people saw me, it was worth it. It was, did this tattoo hurt? This is a nice tattoo. What is this saying? What does it mean? And that's why I have a lot of tattoos. See? They all have meanings. but they're also part of why I wasn't doing so well. See, I didn't have a lot going on for me. Didn't have any social interaction. Didn't have a lot of things going on in my life. Playing video games, eating food, eating fast food, which I'm still doing now. So it was one thing that I would do was getting tattooed. You know what's crazy? I'm gonna tell you something I shouldn't tell you. So this tattoo here is Ken Kaneki from Tokyo Ghoul. One of the craziest things, when I got the tattoo, I've only read one chapter of Tokyo Ghoul. See, they all have meaning. But when I say that, it's because I was obsessed with it. I kind of knew who the main character of Tokyo Ghoul was. I didn't know how it fit in the story, but I knew who he was. It's like, okay, well, I'm gonna get there. See, Naruto, Bleach. Why did I get Naruto, Bleach? Okay, there's amazing characters. I'm reading Bleach once again. Oh, my apologies. Naruto is a picture perfect of the overcoming pain, overcoming adversity. Beautiful message. But why did I truly get them? Because back then I didn't have nothing in my life except reading manga. See? They all have a reason. Now, some of them had reason after. You know this one? I'm fine. Well, if you read it upside down, it saved me. I saw this picture on Google and said, I'm gonna get this tattoo. Right? I tattooed that a lifetime. Very impulsive. Now, most of these tattoos, when I got them, didn't have a specific meaning. But I was born with wits, and I was born with a fung that was able to save me from a lot of situations. So most of them, I created a reason after that. Now, you lie so much, you lie to every single person that you start lying to yourself. And then, you realize that you don't know the truth. You don't realize that when you got a tattoo, did you have a reason for it? Right? Or you didn't have a reason? Did you create the reason after you got that tattoo? Or you always had a reason? The truth is, I don't know. Forgive but never forget was something I wanted to get. Kill them with kindness. I was like, well, I already have these and this feels empty. What should I get? Spent the entire day coming up with 4 words that would create a sentence that would mean something I could rely on. See? The tattoo came out of a need, of an obsession, of an addiction. Right? And now you're asking me, why so many tattoos? Why Ink Vendetta? Because again, the reason for the tattoos was that people would focus on my exterior appearance instead of my inside appearance. Now, once they got that, I was only this tattoo guy, right? When they would refer to me, they didn't know my name. They would say, hey, the guy with tattoos. And I realized that I became that. I became the guy with tattoos. Now, there's nothing wrong with being the guy with tattoos, but when you have a whole personality and when you want people to like you, you're saying, I want to be more than just the guy with tattoos. Which is entirely fucked. Because you started off as a guy who was wanting to disappear to a guy that wanted to be seen. Now, why Ink Vendetta, why ink? Is because those tattoos were still the same thing. And I was like, you know what? I want to disappear again. I want to be this character online. And I want to be this character who is a vengeance, a revenga, to the person I am in life. So Vendetta was very simple. At that time, I was obsessed with 3 movies: Fight Club, Dante's Inferno, and V for Vendetta. Fight Club was my first choice. Couldn't find any good name with Fight Club, I'll be honest. Dante's Inferno, amazing, amazing artwork. But then, it goes with a lot of religious belief. It's based on a guy who followed the Bible, by the way. And the reality is I don't know the Bible a lot. So I'm not going to call myself against something that I don't know. So the last one was the Vendetta. And again, Vendetta seemed so good because I was being bullied at work. I wanted to be something that wasn't being bullied. I was create this character for Vengeance of Stefan, which is my real name. Then Vendetta was already taken. Ink was how people saw me. It would be the way to see people to see me online. So, long story short, I'm gonna do a tattoo tour when I lose some weight. But for now, why am I getting so much tattoos? Why? The last tattoo I got was in 2018, 6 years ago. Am I gonna get more? Absolutely. But I understand that the tattoos that I had. Do I regret tattoos? No. Do I love my tattoos? Yes. They become part of me. They're not exciting anymore. It's not like I'm gonna wake up and oh my god, I don't have it. I have a tattoo here. They've just been here for so long. But I remember that place that I was when I got them. I remember the pain I had when I got them. I also remember the emotional pain that I was trying to replace. Now, that's why we got tattoos. To trade a pain for another. Most of these have meaning. And again, I wanna come back at something. I was obsessed with that. It was the only thing that was in my life. The only thing that had a meaning, some sort of a meaning in my life. So of course, I'm gonna try to do whatever I can and to occupy myself. And occupy myself meant tattoos. Pretty simple and effective. Again, G Tower. Love you guys. Peace.